Welcome to the Geekz 31 Days of Horror for Halloween. This is Lil.
And this is Steve.
And tonight we're reviewing a movie from 1991, although it feels like it's from 1986.
1972.
Well,
1963.
Maybe. But it's called HauntedWeen. So HauntedWeen.
It's about a haunted penis.
I guess it could be. Could it be? But HauntedWeen centers on a college fraternity that turns an old haunted house attraction into a fundraiser for their fraternity. I was going to say sorority, but it's a bunch of dudes. Only to find that the original killer from years ago has returned to their fundraiser and turned it into something deadly. So I picked this on a whim. I was watching somebody's list of movies you've probably never seen or heard of and ones that aren't too bad. So I was looking at it. And I was like, you know what? I do like myself some 80s old school slashers. This one, I think the budget on this one was like 60 grand. So we're talking low budget, which I enjoy. Slasher, which I enjoy. These weren't teens. They all seem a bit older, but I guess I found out that a lot of them were from Western Kentucky because this was filmed in Bowling Green, which is a place I like to stop off a lot on my way back to Chicago. So I'm very familiar with Bowling Green, Kentucky, and a lot of this fits. It fits. I'll give my rating. I give the movie a sidekick. You know, I'm not saying that it was great. But the second half of the movie was entertained. First half of the movie, bored out of my mind. And if it wasn't for me trying to get through this, I probably would have turned it off. It opened a little bit weird with the flashback type thing. And then it got into like a frat house movie for the longest time and a love thing and blah, 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 blah. And then it got good. Then I was like, okay, I kind of like this. I wish it was more of this. This movie deserves a remake with some more meat to it. But you know, for 60 grand, a bunch of young kids making the movie on a low budget, I give them some respect. Sidekick. Steve?
I kind of agree with you for the most part, except for your rating. This is a low sidekick. This is low down there because you're right, there is some cool stuff that happens once you get, the haunted house and the killer integrating with like the audience and stuff. Yes, more of that. That was good stuff. Where he's like hamming it up for the people watching. Like, all good. I like all of this, but that's so far into the movie, and it's not only a bunch of weird, nonsensical plotting, not great acting, weird storylines that are just like, why is she even pissed right now? I don't even know what the fuck. There's a lot of this going on, and it's all backed by some of the most confusing music in any movie. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's 91. They're playing party music from the 40s. I don't know what we're doing. I know because, 60 grand, they're using free to use music or whatever the fuck, because it's menu music from some old fucking Frank Sinatra movie, on a DVD. It is.
Probably didn't even have rough. DVD back then,
Dude,
Steve. This was a DVD.
Stuff. It's rough stuff. This
was barely CD era.
I know, I get it, right? It's but I'm not gonna like give it excuses. Like, I was completely caught off guard at first for most of this movie. And then I wouldn't even say it's the first half. It's like the last 30 minutes is pretty good, but it's an hour and 45-minute movie. So, it's
no, it's less than that. I think it was 90 minutes. Whatever. I mean, credits but yeah.
So, but again, like I said, the good, if you want to highlight the good, once you get into the haunted house. But even then, I'm like, why are you still letting people in? What's happening? There's no oversight. Like, please, somebody go check on the.
Well, there's only one cop in this whole town, so
it doesn't even. Yeah, the one guy's like, I'm watching you like a hawk. I'm not even talking about that. The people that fucking work there, like, go check on people. You're just like still standing outside hamming it up. But we just watched your supposed best friend die on the scene before. It's just a little disjointed. But you're right. This is one of those. We've seen a lot of haunted house movies, right? Come up recently. We Hell House LLC, and then Hellfest is kind of like that same thing. So it's been done, but I think it hasn't been done like this. So
Agreed. I think that's why I think
time for a remake.
I think that's why I forgave a lot of the badness to it, because it is bad. Like it borders line in that it's so bad at times that it's kind of good, right? And I think that's where I'm leaning toward on it, because there are some things that I kind of appreciate.
I need less of the dude with the super thick hillbilly accent, even if it was his real way of talking.
I don't know if it was or not. I thought
I needed way less.
More it was, but you're right. I mean, he was kind of a weird caricature of, because it was like, oh, sure. It sounded like he was goofy, like.
And it was like he would say weird, like, well, I'd be damned. It was just like, and then you had like the main guy talking like a priest or something, and like for that little speech in the beginning, I'm like, this is just going boobs in the movie, and on. And there's lots of boobs, but they're not all great boobs, especially when they come rolling up on that boat. I'm like, yo, put it back on.
Oh boy.
Put it back on. Everybody's not created equal.
Very, 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 very.
Spoilers.
So outside of that too, the boat scene, and thinking about this being in Kentucky, filmed in Kentucky during Halloween, like this felt more like a summer house kind of movie than a Halloween movie. Like,
this would be cold then, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's a warmer day, you're not going out on a boat naked in bikinis, and so it's very interesting. So definitely a film in the summer.
Well, that's why I didn't think it was in Kentucky. I thought it was more in a coastal state or a southern area, or I didn't think it was fucking Kentucky, which is why Homeboy's
they were wearing Kentucky shirts. They were wearing the University of Kentucky.
I was not paying that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was hyper focused on other things. I was not looking at logos on shirts. I was like listening to that dude's voice, looking at his mouth. Like, is this 80 yard? What are we doing?
It wasn't. That was his voice. But you're right. Like, thinking about it now, like there are no like Halloween decorations. There's nothing to say anything about Halloween outside of there's this haunted house attraction that somebody offers to them, some suspicious person.
Hey, brother.
We know it's the killer.
Here's your key. Have fun, brother.
To raise money, but like, when are they raising money and why? Like, why would this?
Because they have to raise money because they had a $3,700 debt for not paying their dues for whatever the fuck.
Well, which I get, but still, like, didn't they earn money from that party that they had? Like, it seemed like they didn't earn any money. Like, I was very confused. But again, it's a low budget movie. I probably shouldn't be.
The montages with the music.
Yes. The music was really bad.
Oh man.
Oh
man. I'm like, they don't know what tone they want. I don't know what tone they want. Like, well, I don't know where we're going. We're just trying to hit everything here. But then, okay, let's just fast forward a little quick. Some of the stuff in the haunted house was cool. I like that little doctor setup. And he's got the flamethrower and the people are standing back and like, seems right? Seems like a late 80s thing that you would get away with before insurance companies really moved on in. So, I'm like, this seems like appropriate. I would think that is cool.
I love even when it was the killer doing all the killing and people were like, oh, this is not real. And everyone, the baseball thing was so ridiculous. But like everyone yelling like, hang him, kill him. And I'm like, and like, especially when you see that guy hanging, right? And you're like, how could they be pulling this off as a special effect? Like, this
No,
is
but yeah, the audience is just like awesome. They're like, you see somebody get head cut clean off, and they're like, "Good job, way to go, that was great." They leave, and what I need less of is them two kids in the audience that we kept going
to.
back to, the one little blonde boy with the braces and the girl with the big ass blossom hat. I need to. I mean, that very much dated the movie. Them two kids. So like the way they looked and everything, I was like, oh man.
Very true.
And they had a lot of lines. They got a lot of runway, those two. So
They must have been like directors,
yeah,
niece and nephew or something like
he's
that.
like the one kid's in the audience. He's like, batter up. Like, oh my god, please stop.
Yeah, but it was good, and it's interesting how the main girl. I'm like, did she die? Like, I don't know. Did she bleed out? Because like they didn't do anything to stop the blood. The boyfriend just ran after the killer.
Oh,
I
she's
don't.
dead. I mean, we didn't see any ambulance. Was there ambulances showing up as the camera panned? And I mean, she's just leaking.
Yeah,
He left her. Peace.
that was kind of crazy. Yeah, it was like, stay with me, but I gotta go. And I'm like,
It's like
what?
he's like, you were about to fuck my friend, dude. I'm out.
That's very true as well.
And then she was like, they were like so nonchalant about it. She's like, maybe I'll do more than talk to him. I'm like, damn, like right to his face, fuck. Like, what's going on, man? You toxic, you people.
Yeah, it was an interesting little side plot about their little relationship, but again, I look at maybe even less that last 15 minutes.
Keeps getting shorter.
I know maybe it is a low sidekick, but it still gave me a little bit that again why I love 80s and early 90s horror. I mean, this is before the slasher died for a while, right? Like this is that period that we still had something until then we had nothing until Scream hit. You know? That's the crazy thing, right? Like Scream was like 95, right? And this is 91. These two movies are so different. And I get it, big Hollywood budget, real actors, but like even just like everything you look at, just how they talk, how they act, everything is just
96. I knew it.
96. Okay. So 5 years apart, but still like fell from a different era. Both those two movies, if you compare them,
but they would, right? As you said before, this was a student film made on a low budget, made with local people. It's not the same as Scream, which is a Hollywood production with actors that auditioned in a big budget. So you can't. Well, we can judge the movies the same which we are because I'm still rating it the same as I would at something else. You can't hold it to the same standards, I guess.
Yeah, and I get that, but it's just interesting, like just from the eye perspective, right? Like how different that small period of time is.
It's a lifetime in movie making. It's crazy.
So, well, there you go, guys. I mean, HauntedWeen.
If you want a movie about a haunted penis, it's called, or they should remake it.
Haunted pee-pee.
That's what my wife thought it was. She's like, "What are you going to watch?" I'm like, "This fucking the little one's going to watch this movie called HauntedWeen." She's like, "The New York guys didn't pick that." I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I don't think it's about." I'm like, "I don't think it's about that." But like, I mean, it could be. I don't fucking know.
All of a sudden, just a penis pops up on the screen. It's like, oh, with a knife attached to it, like it's slashing.
A penis with like a little ghost sheet on with two little holes cut out, like just rises up. Oh god!
Now that's a movie.
Now
all right,
there's your production.
Before we get any further down that road, let's call it a night. Thank you guys for listening. Please let us know if you watch this movie, if you want to watch this movie, if you see this movie. Tell us what you thought about it. But that's it for tonight. Please like, subscribe, comment. This is a Lil.
Yes, please do watch this movie. Come for the bad acting and terrible plot lines, but stay for the complete Scream ripoffs of such classic films as Halloween and Friday the 13th. And how did that one lady's walking in, tits out, walking into the lake. She's like, I'm going to be cold. And she's walking in the lake. Her boyfriend gets attacked viciously, stabbed through the neck. He gets picked up. That was a giant fucking man. He was super tall.
He was big.
He gets picked up, feet dangling, stabbed through the neck, poked into the tree. Then the camera moves over. She's 3 feet away. Not even
That-
a glance back.
That's a horror movie, Steve. They never know.
Stay for that kind of bullshit. Until tomorrow night. This is Steve. Keep it creepy.